Hi, everybody. Our story today is titled Henny Penny. And I see a picture of a chicken, and that poor little chicken is looking up in the tree, and it looks like an acorn. Here we go, 2 acorns, and one fell on her head. Here's the word clunk. She's kind of closing her eye and holding her head, so poor little Henny Penny has acorns falling on her head. Let's see what else happens with Henny Penny. If you think about those words, Henny Penny, they also rhyme. So I will tell you that the other characters in this book have rhyming names as well, and these characters get a trick played on them. So as we read, see what happens and how they get tricked. Okay, Henny Penny. This was written by Bonnie Dobkin, and the illustrations in this story were drawn by Sean Aiken. Henny Penny. Henny Penny lived with her friends in a wonderful kingdom of forests, meadows, and ponds. It was as perfect of a place as you could imagine, unless you were Henny Penny. Friends, she doesn't look very happy to me. She's kind of look up in the sky and holding her chin as though she's a little bit worried. One morning, Henny Penny was talking with her friend, Ducky Lucky. The sun was shining and the sky was blue. Breezes played with the leaves of the trees. "What a perfect day," said Ducky Lucky. "Yes," said Henny Penny. "I just hope it doesn't get too hot or too windy. Oh my goodness, what if it rains?" Ducky Lucky shook his head. "You worry too much. Why don't you go look for something to eat?" "All right," said Henny Penny. "I suppose I could hunt for some nice crunchy bugs." So Henny Penny wandered down the road, picking and flicking and pecking and checking. Finally, she stopped under an old oak tree. Bugs and grubs were everywhere. "Well, these look tasty," said Henny Penny. "I only hope I don't get sick from eating too much." There she goes, worrying again, friends. Just then, the wind puffed through the branches of the oak tree. It loosened an acorn, and the acorn fell straight down, and clunk, it hit Henny Penny on the head. "Ouch!" cried Henny Penny. What was that? She looked around but didn't see anything. My goodness! The sky must be falling. I must go and tell the king. Friends, think about this. She thinks the sky is falling because something hit her head. Did she see the acorn? Does she know that it was an acorn that hit her head? I don't think she saw the acorn, so now she's even more worried. She thinks the sky is falling. Henny Penny fluttered back down the road. Soon she passed the pond where her friend was still swimming. "What's wrong?" asked Ducky Lucky. Henny Penny did not even stop. "The sky is falling! The sky is falling! I must go and tell the king." "Are you sure?" asked Ducky Lucky. "I remember when you lost a feather and thought your wing was coming off." "Look at this bump on my head," said Henny Penny. "I tell you, the sky is falling." "Then I'll come with you," said Ducky Lucky, and he jumped out of the pond. Well, that's nice. The friend Ducky Lucky is going to go with Henny Penny. That sounds like something a nice friend would do. If my friend was worried, I would want to help them too. Soon they came upon Turkey Lurkey, who was gobbling berries from a bush. "What's the matter?" he asked. "Why are you running?" "The sky is falling," cried Henny Penny and Ducky Lucky. "We must go and tell the king." "Are you sure?" asked Turkey Lurkey. "I remember when you—" "Ducky Lucky believes me," said Henny Penny. "Besides, look at this bump on my head." "Well," said Turkey Lurkey, "if you have a bump and Ducky Lucky believes you, then it must be true." He spit out the berries and joined them. Okay, so he thinks they're telling the truth. Next, they saw Goosey Lucy arranging some twigs in her nest. So this is a goose, and she's making a nest by the river. "What's the matter?" she said. "Why are you running?" "The sky is falling," cried Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, and Turkey Lurkey. "We must go and tell the king." "Are you sure?" asked Goosey Lucy. "I remember—" "Look at this bump on my head," said Henny Penny. "I tell you, the sky is falling." "Well," said Goosey Lucy, "if you have a bump and Ducky Lucky believes you, and Turkey Lurkey has joined you, then it must be true. And she began waddling beside them as fast as she could. I'm noticing that all these friends trust each other, friends. Henny Penny thinks the sky is falling, and they're all friends, so they trust that Henny Penny is telling the truth. The four friends were nearing the forest. Cocky Locky was roosting on a tree branch, practicing his crow. "What's the matter?" he asked. "Why are you running?" "The sky is falling," cried Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, and Goosey Lucy. "We must go and tell the king." "Are you sure?" asked Cocky Locky. "Look at this bump on my head," said Henny Penny. "The sky is definitely falling." "Well," said Cocky Locky, "if you have a bump, and Ducky Lucky believes you, and Turkey Lurkey has joined you, and Goosey Lucy says it's so, then it must be true." And he fluttered down from the branch. Now the five friends hurried into the forest. They had gone only a little way when Foxy Loxy stepped out from a cluster of trees. "Oh my," he said, "you all look so distressed. Whatever is the matter?" That's a big word, friends, distressed. Take a look at all the friends' faces. If they feel distressed, they're worried, they're stressed out. They're like, "Oh no." So the fox is noticing that they all look distressed. "The sky is falling," cried Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky. "We must go and tell the king." "Why, of course you must," said Foxy Loxy. "Listen, my friends, I know the king well, and I also know a shortcut to the palace. So follow me. There isn't a moment to lose." Friends, remember I said in this story, somebody gets tricked. Look at the fox's eyes. He's pointing, but he's kind of has his eyes like, I know a shortcut. So do you think the fox is being honest? Is he telling the truth? Does he really know the shortcut, or is he going to play a trick? Let's see what happens. The fox led them further into the woods, down a twisty, turning trail. "Are we almost there?" asked Henny Penny. "Almost," said Foxy Loxy. "But oh dear, you all look so tired. Should we stop at my den for a moment? You can meet my family and rest for a while." "Yes, please," said Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky. Okay, so the fox is inviting all the animals to his den. Friends, a den is almost like a cave or a home for fox, okay? That's where they live. "Right this way," said Foxy Loxy. As they walked, he told them about his lovely wife, Roxy Loxy, and he told them about the four little Loxies, Moxie, Soxy, Poxy, and Doxy. What he did not tell them was that all five were sitting around the dinner table, waiting for Foxy Loxy to bring home dinner. "Well, here we are," said Foxy Loxy, stopping in front of a low rock ledge. He bowed and waved his arm toward the dark opening underneath. And Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky all marched down into the fox's den. Oh no, friends, think about this. The fox said he was going to take them on a shortcut, but take a look at what he's thinking. What is going to happen when these animals go down into the den? Oh no. Now, two things did not happen after that. The sky did not fall, and no one met with the king. But Foxy Loxy's family still talks about the wonderful feast they had that day. Friends, I'm going to give you some clues. Take a look at their tummies. They look pretty full. And I don't see Henny Penny anymore, and I don't see Goosey Lucy or Ducky Lucky or Cocky Locky. And the author wrote the word feast. Here is the word feast with the letter F. So I think the fox tricked them, and they had those friends for dinner. Oh no. Well, friends, I'm very sorry to hear about Henny Penny, but maybe we should use this book to learn a lesson. We should investigate further before getting too worried about something. Okay, and I also learned that the fox, he was not a very good friend because he tricked those animals. Okay, friends, I'll see you later.